all over the world. What you don't know is bigger than you.
Next week, Monday, there will be sit at home few days to the election. You haven't done anything. You've not taken it as a government. You've not taken any proactive step to ensure that the Southeasterners can confidently come out to vote.
I want to inform you today that we are here again for yet another special Biafra Freedom broadcast, where we are going to enlighten you word by word, step by step, reason by reason, why we are fighting our freedom to leave Nigeria this year, and the need for you who are here to support this particular movement to support it starting from this day. I want to make it very clear to Nigeria terrorist state that the liberation of Biafra begins today, the disintegration of Nigeria begins this day on the 15th day of February 2023. Write it down in the history that from today, Nigeria will never recover again. You're welcome to today's program.
This is the indigenous people of Biafra. We have stand here. In the holy land of Africa. This is all my work. And the Lion's Club is here. IPOB is here.
Who is Simon Ekpa? Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is the disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was born on the 21st of March 1985 in Bo in Ohokwa Lga, Ebonyi State, Nigeria, into the family of Mr. and Mrs. Nwangbo Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa is married to a Finnish woman and has a son who he names Prince Adam Ekpa. He is a graduate of law from Aberystwyth University, also got his doctorate in philosophy and business law. He was an athlete for Nigeria and won many medals for Nigeria and Finland. He had a very successful career as an athlete in his early days in Finland. Mazi Simon Ekpa is a Finnish lawyer, a Biafra agitator, human rights activist, CEO, senior legal advisor, legal researcher, author, analyst, Finnish politician, and a Finnish military reserve. He was also the chairman and leader of IPOB Union in Finland between 2015-2017. Mazi Simon Ekpa, who lives in Finland, he is the chief executive officer of Ekpa & Co., which offers legal services consultant, human rights, family and criminal law. Counselor in all immigration matters, residence permit and asylum issues in Finland. Mazi Simon Ekpa is an immigration specialist with a vast knowledge and experience in all areas of immigration law. He generally caters to his highest priority clients, business leaders and international dignitaries seeking legal advice. He has profound knowledge of all laws regulating immigration of individuals to countries such as Finland, Australia, Canada, and EU, including the United Kingdom. Beside immigration law, Mazi Simon Ekpa is also well versed in family, criminal and civil law. Mazi Simon Ekpa has handled more than 1,000 successful immigration cases. His high standard of achievement and his persistent commitment to attain perfection in his work sets him apart as an outstanding individual. Mazi Simon Ekpa is a Finnish politician who currently holds the following political position in Finland: as a member of the Transport Board at the City of Lahti, deputy member of the Lahti Construction and Environmental Board. Mazi Simon Ekpa is a former lecturer at the Postgraduate Student Instructor Department of Law and Criminology in Aberystwyth University. Mazi Simon Ekpa came into limelight in July 2021 after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked him to take charge over Radio Biafra and broadcast daily on Radio Biafra to the people of Biafra. Mazi Simon Ekpa reaction after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and renditioned to Nigeria. Disregard all the propaganda and lies being peddled by Fulani's terrorists in Nigeria and spread by ignorant people that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in Kenya, Brazil, Czech Republic with a woman, and have you also disregard the claim that he was extradited from the UK, EU or US. He cannot be arrested in any of this continent and repatriated without due process. Pay close attention to the word of Malemi where he said interception, meaning he was taken from an airport that is not in EU, US or UK but a place that is just like Nigeria, because if he was intercepted in any EU, US or UK airport, he wouldn't be in Nigeria DSS the same Sunday. There are procedures for repatriation and not all repatriation are successful as there are so many compelling factors. Also pay attention when Malemi mentions that he holds a Nigeria passport issued in 2013, which is to tell you they are trying to establish he is a Nigerian because he was not arrested in the UK. Is a Nigeria passport issued 2013 still valid? After 2 years of expiration it becomes void. My next broadcast today will discuss these issues and educate our people about the process. So please disregard all the propaganda from the Nigerian terrorist government and her supporters. We are more sensible than them. The Biafra struggle just started. Demonstrations will take place all over the world in solidarity with our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The day of this demonstration will be announced. I am Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu disciple on Biafra Restoration, the 30th of June 2021. Our leader on this day, the 18th of July 2021, directed that I, Simon Ekpa, should start broadcasting from Radio Biafra with immediate effect. On this note, it is an honor and at the same time a call to service, a call to serve Biafra nation and a call to serve lovers of freedom. This task I will do with everything in me to see that we maintain the momentum and the legacy of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. I will serve with everything in and I will double my effort in media, diplomacy and otherwise. To the best interest of the Biafra people. I am just a servant and I will serve. Our leader will continue to lead this struggle from wherever he is. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu confidently directed Biafrans while he was a free man to of course go and listen to Simon Ekpa and share his broadcasts accordingly, as he, Simon Ekpa, is doing a fantastic, absolutely fantastic job, and he, Simon Ekpa, is also bringing a new dimension in the Biafra awareness we are making. Again, after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was mysteriously betrayed into abduction and extraordinary rendition to the Nigerian dungeon, he directed that Simon Ekpa should be given a slot to broadcast on Radio Biafra, the same new dimension for wider audience. This is a sure proof that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu trusts Simon. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has obviously directed IPOB operations with Simon Ekpa, both as a free man and as a bond man. But the DOS, who could not explain to Biafrans as leaders the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 8 days after the abduction and after the news broke from the enemies, the DOS refused Simon Ekpa the slot of Radio Biafra against the directive of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And this was how and when the crisis in IPOB started, at least publicly. More so, it is a fact that Simon Ekpa has been silent even when the news of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's abduction broke out until the directive of Radio Biafra broadcasting slot came and the DOS refused till this day. The DOS cabal started the trouble of IPOB from there, and when the trouble became dangerous and detrimental to Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra freedom, Simon had to engage them as they wanted. Simon Ekpa has accused some members of DOS and Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor for colluding with the Igbo governors, elders, and the Nigeria Fulani government to have conspired with the help of the Kenyan government to kidnap and rendition Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria and kept in DSS dungeon. While there has been back and forth with the members of the DOS and the Nigeria government, Simon Ekpa has grown in strength. Thousands of Nigerians are calling for the arrest of Finland-based Simon Ekpa, spokesperson of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, following the successful 5-day sit-at-home order. The petitioners called on the Finnish government, Nigerian government and the European Union to arrest Ekpa, the brain behind the order. The DOS, through its media and publicity secretary, Emma Powerful, denied issuing such an order. Violence had continued to reign in the region. The Ohanese Ndigbo worldwide has asked the people of the southeast to ignore the sit-at-home order by Simon Ekpa, a self-acclaimed disciple of Nnamdi Kanu. It placed a $50,000 bounty on the Finland-based Biafra agitator. Ekpa had declared sit-at-home on Monday and Tuesday across the southeast. However, the Secretary-General of Ohanese, Okchukwu Isiguzoro, declared Ekpa the number one enemy of the Igbo nation, hence the sit-at-home should be nullified. In a statement by Isiguzoro, Ohanese urged southeast governors to declare Monday and Tuesday public holidays to allow people of the southeast to get their permanent voters' cards. PVCs. He urged the southeast governors to emulate the wisdom of the Abia state government to declare public holidays on the same days for the people to go out and get their PVCs before the deadline on 29th of January 2023. Simon Ekpa, a leader of the breakaway Biafra group, IPOB Autopilot, has reacted to the recent $50,000 bounty placed on him by a faction of the Igbo socio-cultural organization, Ohanese Ndigbo Worldwide. The Secretary-General of Ohanese, Okchukwu Isiguzoro, had in a statement on Monday declared Ekpa as the number one enemy of the Igbo nation who is hiding in a foreign country while taking steps to destabilize the region. The group warned that Ekpa would never be allowed to enter the southeast in the future, Isiguzoro said. Ndigbo has placed a bounty reward of $50,000 for anyone who has useful information on how Simon Ekpa will be apprehended for his extradition and prosecution in Nigeria, to answer to the law of the land over his criminalities, incitement of violent killings, and burning of public properties in the name of self-determination. Ekpa, who reacted to the development via his Twitter handle on Monday, slammed the group for allegedly hindering the success of the Biafran struggle. The disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said he was happy to be in the forefront of destabilizing the terrorist country called Nigeria. He wrote, "People who claim to be peaceful are placing bounty on a freedom fighter. I hope everyone has seen it. They started it. They never placed a bounty on Fulani terrorists killing our people. I hope Biafrans are seeing the desperation of the unrecognized Ohanese faction. Ndioshi, I am very proud and happy to be part of those in the forefront of leading the movement for the disintegration of a terrorist state called Nigeria, the safe haven to terrorists and internet cyber criminals. It will finally disintegrate this year 2023. Simon Ekpa has issued a new sit-at-home which will start February 23, 2023 through February 28, 2023. This sit-at-home came the same week as the election, which has aroused the anger of the Igbo elders, Nigeria government and the followers of the Obi Dati movement. Mr. Onyema, represented by the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Zubairu Dada, said Mr. Ekpa's action was fast becoming a threat to the forthcoming election, and that the Nigerian government would not take it lightly with him and the Finland government if nothing drastic was not done about his threats. We've had some time to ensure that we arrest this situation, but it appears the situation is getting out of hand. And we're saying enough is enough. We should let you know, in very strong terms, that it's high time you really meant and backed Nigeria with the quest that something be done immediately because he threatens the forthcoming election, he added. The Foreign Affairs Minister lamented that the factional IPOB leader has huge followership. It's important to get to know that the 2023 elections are being threatened by the actions of someone and that something needs to be done immediately to address the situation. This in essence is why we thought it was important for us to have this discussion with you, so as to let you know our concerns and the displeasure of the government of Nigeria and the people of Nigeria on this very unhealthy development, the minister told Mrs. Pilvenainen. Responding, Mrs. Pilvenainen said the Finnish government was already investigating the threats to determine how the matter fits into the legal framework of Finland. Given that Mr. Ekpa is a Nigerian Finnish citizen, the Finnish ambassador said there was a need to take his rights into consideration, so everything has to obviously be done according to Finnish legislation, she stated. Mrs. Pilvenainen described the threat by Mr. Ekpa as an irritant in the relations between Nigeria and Finland. The two countries are celebrating 60 years of diplomatic relations this year, the Finnish ambassador said. With 60 years of excellent cooperation between the two countries, the Finnish government would not trade with anything that will jeopardize their relationship with Nigeria. She said the threat to stop the Nigerian election was of serious concern to the Finnish government. It is a topic on which we have been cooperating. Our authorities have been cooperating. We are very much interested in the safe and secure conduct of these elections throughout the country, Mrs. Pilvenainen added. She said although Finland has very strong protections for freedom of speech, the country does not condone hate speech and incitement to violence.